if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, writing the closing chapters of a fantastic career, quarterback Joe Flacco.
The former Super Bowl champion, I think, surprised all of us, Kate, going from the couch to comeback player of the year. And while
Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down.
Joe Flacco.
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, Create an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Third and just 2 to go. He's going to throw this one. That one complete to Njoku. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
A loss of a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch.
The Ravens take over.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts with an option, right side. Jukes his way into the clear. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
43-yard line. It's a gain of
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Changing it up here, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Complete to Derrick Henry.
It's a pickup of 9 yards.
A gain of 9 yards.
And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Wow, wide open here, complete. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar off the play fake. Cut near the goal line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Browns nothing.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. To return, Jerome Ford. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Catch made left side by Judy. And this one does not go far.
Complete to number 3, Jerry Judy. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The Ravens going to the dime package on this 3rd down. Looking to the air here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Ravens and Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense.
At their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. A loss of 2.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens need some big yards in a hurry. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Trying down the middle with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Flowers they go. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 48. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Ravens.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Jackson keeping it himself. Jukes one defender. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds the in route complete. They get 6 and a first down as well. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away.
DeAndre Carter on
one last play before the break.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. Hits him on the out route. Rolling into enemy territory. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
From the gun, Judkins. Juke the defender. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 10 yards.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
First and 10.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They'll go play action. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Six DBs out there for the Ravens. Third down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 22
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Baltimore running its offense out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up. Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and run this. And Jackson slides in safely after picking up enough of that first down.
Scrambles from the pocket. A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They run it with King Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Taken down at the...
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 41. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lamar now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a Raven first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
A draw now. This is Henry. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Looking to throw. Hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Man in motion out of the slot. Play action on 1st down. Cut out left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Jackson throwing here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw it. He's running for it. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Browns pick it up! And he takes this one up to the 14 before being stopped.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this down near the 30.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Here he is to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's caught beyond the marker. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point
He's throwing for it! And this is caught! Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Browns 11, Ravens 10.
They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby, and that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
At the 42-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Here he goes, one final shot. This is caught, going right back to Andrews. And the tackle's made, so no miracle touchdowns at the buzzer. This game's over. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.